I moved to Bangalore to join Google in India, and I had never lived in Bangalore, right? And then when I asked, even though my parents were living there, but I had never lived there, my wife had never lived there. And then I asked a lot of my friends who were in Bangalore, or my colleagues who were in Bangalore, and a lot of them were immigrants into the city, right? And this is where there is this sort of massive mass migration that happened in India, especially in the tech sector, where a lot of people from all over the country moved to Bangalore, right? Because that's where most of the jobs were. And in doing so, what I realize is that if I'm
Yes.
an immigrant, even though I'm Indian and I'm an immigrant in India, in
Hmm.
Bangalore, I realize that I actually don't know most places, right? I don't know where to go just to get my dry cleaning done. I don't know which restaurants are good. I don't know the ways around it. So for me, that was the key insight. Where when I said we people in India would use maps a lot more, and that was very counterintuitive because everyone told me that nobody would use a product like maps in India. Why? Because wherever you need to go, there are people on the road, and you can always ask people,
Ask
which direction
someone.
I need to
Yep.
go, and so on. Ask someone, right? I mean,
Yeah.
people who have been to India, they know that. Right? You just roll down your window and you say, "Hey, how do I get there?" And everybody told me, "Who's ever going to use maps? It's not going to work, whatever." But then I was thinking deeply about it. I was like, "Of course it would work because there are millions of people like me who have no clue. And why wouldn't we have the same product that we have in the U.S.? Why don't we have it in India?" So that kind of really important insight from my perspective, combined with like, hey, why can't India be as good as the rest of the world? I think those two things kind of really drove me into prioritizing a lot of the work we were doing, and building the best map the world had ever seen for India.